Imagine you are the last emperor of Rome. Not a metaphorical Rome, not a symbolic Rome. The actual, unbroken, 1,100-year-old Roman Empire. And tonight, May 28th, 1453, is your last night on Earth. What do? You go to church, you take off your crown, and you ask everyone in the room to forgive you for anything you ever did wrong. That is how the Roman Empire ended, not with a treaty, not with a speech, with an emperor walking into the dark toward the sound of enemy drums. Buckle up. This is the minute-by-minute final hours of Constantinople, the most dramatic last stand in the history of Western civilization. First, the odds, because they are absolutely insulting. Constantine XI ruled a city of perhaps 50,000 people, defended by roughly 7,000 to 8,000 troops, including Venetian and Genoese volunteers. Across those ancient walls, an Ottoman army perhaps 100,000 strong, with elite Janissary infantry, cavalry, and siege engineers. Mehmed II also brought a cannon called the Basilica, a massive bronze gun firing 600-pound stone balls over a mile, requiring 60 oxen and 400 men just to move. 7,000 versus 100,000, a city wall versus a supergun. And yet the defenders held for 53 days. Now it gets personal. On the night of May 28th, Constantinople gathered one final time in the Hagia Sophia. Constantine XI stood beside priests, nobles, and common citizens for the last Christian liturgy in the city. The centuries-old division between Orthodox and Catholic Christians dissolved in shared fear. Greeks and Latins who had spent decades calling each other heretics wept in each other's arms. History has a brutal sense of irony. Then Constantine did something no Roman emperor had done in 1,000 years. He removed his purple regalia, embraced his generals one by one, asked forgiveness of anyone he had wronged, and walked into the darkness toward the Ottoman drums. His friend George Francis urged him to flee. Ships were available. Constantine made no attempt. The man chose his walls over his life. The assault began around 1 a.m. on May the 29th. The Ottomans launched coordinated attacks by land and sea. First came the irregular Bashi bazooks, expendable troops meant to exhaust the defenders. Then Anatolian regulars pressed harder, human wave tactics, grinding down arms and nerves, and it almost worked, because standing between those waves and the city was Giovanni Giustiniani, a Genoese mercenary captain who used his own personal fortune to recruit 700 soldiers and sail them to Constantinople's defense. Constantine placed him in command of the land walls. For 53 days, Giustiniani was the glue holding a multi-ethnic, deeply divided force together against impossible odds. Then came the moment everything unraveled. Just before dawn, the elite Janissaries stormed through breaches, up ladders, through tunnels and fire. In fierce fighting near the gate of St. Romanus, Giustiniani was badly wounded and withdrew. The man who had held the line for nearly 2 months was gone, and panic spread instantly. Then came the mistake that sealed the city's fate. A small postern gate, the Kirka Porta, was accidentally left open. Ottoman troops poured through, chaos erupted. It was not artillery that finally broke Constantinople. It was one forgotten latch. The walls are breached, the Janissaries are inside, the chain of command is shattered, and Constantine XI makes his final choice. He threw off his imperial regalia and charged into the fighting to die anonymously alongside his soldiers. No throne, no purple robe, no imperial guard, just a man with a sword in the dirt with the people he refused to abandon. His body was never identified with certainty. He simply disappeared into the chaos, swallowed by history at the exact moment he made it. Some noted that Constantinople was founded under Constantine the Great and lost under another Constantine, just as old Rome was founded by a Romulus and lost under another, Romulus Augustulus. Rome began with a name. Rome ended with the same name. Mehmed II declared himself Caesar of the Romans and made the city his capital. He was 21 years old. History books reduce May 29th, 1453 to a single date on a timeline. But this was not just a city falling. It was an unbroken thread connecting Julius Caesar to one man on one wall on one night, finally going dark. That is not a footnote. That is the closing chapter of the ancient world. If this story hit you the way it should, smash that subscribe button. We go this deep every single video. Drop in the comments. What moment got you most? The unlocked gate? The last liturgy? The emperor who chose his people over his own survival? Let's argue about it. History is too good to leave to textbooks.